What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Anime Podcast. Today we have a fun episode for you guys. Today's topic, boobies.
Fuck yeah! Let's go, baby! Let's go!
It's movies, dumbass. I don't think TikTok would let us on there.
Okay,
Get it together, bro.
All right. I
Ready to
guess
talk about Nami the whole episode.
we can talk about movies with boobies.
All right, I guess we could talk about
We can
that
make a
instead.
compromise.
Fuck
I think we can let that one slide.
it.
So we chose movies for today. A lot of things to talk about today. We have, or obviously, first of all, the topic, and then the Crunchyroll Anime Awards happened while we were asleep, and we just kind of woke up to the news. What do you guys think about Anime of the Year going to JJK?
Well deserved. They earned it. It's good anime, good story. Everything was just perfect, spot on.
Yeah, it was gonna be hard to beat the Shibuya arc. I mean, context, and then just the fight choreography, the animation, which is for me was fucking crazy. What about you, boy? What do you think about that? Being a JJK hater.
You know, I'm a little hater, but I can't take it away from them, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, Demon Slayer was the only thing up there that could compete. Oh no, wait.
It's up there.
What?
But I think they
No,
won.
yeah. So they
I
did
mean,
get
Best
nominated.
animation. I think that's what they won.
Yeah, which is like okay, but compared to, I think it would have been a closer competition if it would have been the Tengen arc with the Shibuya arc. Even then, you could have been like, okay, you know what I mean?
They
But I
did
feel like
Tengen?
this season of Demon Slayer just kind of, you know what I mean?
Well, it's because they started off hella with heat. Like, how do you expect to stay up like that?
Yeah, I mean, I like it. It's just I think it kind of fell off a little bit after the Tengen arc, and then we just didn't get enough. I wanted more, I guess, you know. Speaking of which, I saw the movie. Have you guys seen the movie yet? The Demon Slayer one?
Demon Slayer one? No, I haven't.
Oh, then no.
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 I forgot. Dude, they didn't even hype it up. Like, I swear.
Well, it's because it was the
the
same as last time. So basically, what it
It's gonna
was
take
is
off.
like a better quality recap, you
Uh-huh.
know, and then like 30 minutes of the next episode.
Bro, that's what they did last time.
Yeah, and we were in the theater, and I was thinking, I was like, when the fuck is this movie gonna start? And then I remember mid like 30, 40 minutes in, I was like, fuck, they're doing the same thing as last. Why wouldn't I remember
They just
that?
showed you like 2 episodes.
Yeah, I was like, why wouldn't I remember
They
that?
said
So
in the
the whole
trailer too,
the whole time we had this feeling
They
of,
did, bro. I'm like, what the fuck?
Warning.
bro, the whole time.
It says episode 11 in the first episode of
I didn't
season
see. I just
4,
saw it. It
dog.
said the you know, the fucking
Yeah.
movie or
I
whatever.
think
But
that didn't go then.
it felt like the movie never started. And then it felt like it was
It showed you a
ending.
trailer in the end.
Yeah, and I was
starting.
like, what the hell? And then it picked up again, and I was like, oh, okay, here we go. And then it gave us like 30,
30
40-ish minutes, you
Yeah.
know, which were cool, which I'm not going to lie, they were kind of cool, but
See what I'm saying? It's like an episode. Yeah, an episode.
I could have waited, though. You know what I mean? Like, I could have waited to see that shit when it came out.
I
But,
just saved myself $20, man, and I'm like, fuck it, I'd rather just wait until it comes out.
yeah, it was...
$20, popcorn, soda, all that bullshit, you know. And I was like, whatever. Wait until next month.
You guys know the date for next month?
Next month, dog. Yeah,
Next
They
month.
says they're gonna release episode 1, 2, 3, and 4. All in 1 month. All right, cool.
I mean, I hope so. I hope they kind of just pick it up with it. Because it's kind of cool to see the new Hashiras, you know? So, for me, that's kind of what I want
Like
to see.
weekly?
I want
Or-
to see more of their story too, man.
Yeah.
This shit's gonna be sick, dude.
But what other movies have we watched? What movies do you guys want to talk about?
Oh man, you know I want to talk about that One Piece Red movie. You know?
Oh.
I don't think I've never seen a.
You haven't?
No, but updates. I'm continuing my One Piece journey now again. I am on episode. I'm almost to episode 700. So what was it? Law was fighting Don Flamingo.
Okay.
You know.
Also,
and-
you see, he's already done basically where we were talking about last time with Pika.
No, with Pika.
With Pika, and
With
somebody. That's when somebody strong pops out, right? And then they laugh at him or something.
yeah.
Yeah,
no.
I want to get to that part, dude. But yeah, it's funny. But oh man, sometimes I'm like, just pick it up, bro. Pick it up. You know, like I want to.
Well, you gotta fucking stop procrastinating and go through it.
No, not me pick it up. Like I'm going through like 10, 12
All the
episodes a
fillers
day.
and
Yeah.
shit, dog. I
Like,
get it,
and-
dog.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Get out of the
No,
way.
even getting the
Once you hit
fillers.
1,000, you're chilling.
Even getting the fillers out the way, it's just like fuck, man. Like I want to. I just want to be
Mm-hmm.
where Kaido's at. You know, like
Right.
I think he's
Bro,
just
but
sick
once you
as
get to
villain.
Kaido, you're gonna be like, damn, when is this gonna end too?
I want to get to Wano. You know,
Nah, the fuck with the one
Dude,
too.
3 fucking years until that shit finished the arc, bro.
I know, and they said
Wano.
that this season is the last season for or the last arc for One Piece. But I'm like, we know that shit
Nah,
takes like that's
I know
another
that.
4 years. So
Yeah, I'm cool with that too,
Another 3
man.
years,
Love the
yeah.
story.
It's
Love
like-
everything about One Piece, man. I hope it never ends, dog.
I
Well,
hope that-
honestly, I hope that I live along to see the end. You know what I'm saying? But
honestly, there was a
Damn,
case
was
of
that really good?
a Twitch streamer, and I forget his name, but I guess he had like cancer and knew he was gonna die, and he's like,
oh man, I remember that.
Yeah.
I read something about that too.
so rip to that guy, you know. But I remember when it was kind of sad to see the video of his face when he was like, just like he's like, oh, no, he was talking and he was like live streaming, and he's like, damn, it just hit me that I'm not gonna get to see the ending. Oh, maybe it was AOT, but maybe it would. Either way, it was sad.
I
He
think
was
it
like,
was AOT.
yeah, he's like, I'm not gonna see how it ends, you know. And I was just like, damn, bro, because it's those little things I think at the end of everyone.
Damn, but just doing that reaction live must have been crazy. Like him just realizing.
Yeah, because I guess he was a guy that just kind of accepted it, and he was just like, well, it is what it is.
Wait.
I'm gonna try to live as normal as I can. And then you know that ended up happening. So it's just like, damn, dude. So rest in peace to that guy. I forget his name. So
I figured that out. See if they have a GoFundMe for him.
yeah, at least why'd you have to fucking bring that up?
We gotta get all fucking dark and shit now.
But no, I
Wait a
yeah, I
fucking
haven't
minute.
seen the movie Red. I know it was the last one that came out, right? It's the
Yeah.
last one they've done.
Yeah.
Does it have to do with where the series is at, or is it not canon?
I think you could
Yeah,
just watch
just-
that. It's literally has to do with nothing.
Just a side story, dog. It's
Just a side
but
story.
it's really good. People are just hating it because a lot of fucking singing. Which, you know, like,
Loki.
that's the part I don't really like about
Yeah.
it, but the animation,
I kinda
the
forward
fighting
through
was
the
actually
scenes.
pretty badass.
You guys don't fuck with that.
Oh, that one. That was. I put that shit.
Yeah,
I
too,
rewind it.
bro, but fuck, man, it was just too many. It's like
Poke,
fucking
poke.
musical and shit, dog. But it's like once they get into the fighting, the animation looks pretty badass.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the thing about One Piece. I'll be watching it and I'm like, oh come on, bro. Like I'm enjoying this, but I'm also not because it's taking forever. And then some cool shit happens and I'm like, oh fuck, you know that me. That shit is sick. I mean the animation, the fights, I like it a lot. So, but what about that movie specifically do you like? Just the fighting sequence?
Just the fighting sequence, the animation.
seen all
I
the
just
movies?
didn't like the.
All the One Piece movies you seen?
Not all the One Piece movie, man.
No,
I
there's
don't want to see the
There's
One
a
Piece.
ton, bro.
Gold, I think they mentioned it was pretty good too.
I like the Strong World.
Strong World's good.
Yeah.
Stop. Ah, man. Before the Red, what was the other movie that came out? Stampede?
Bro, I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
yeah,
I haven't
yeah.
watched any of
You
them.
haven't watched that too?
I haven't
Oh,
watched
that one's
any.
probably the best One Piece movie there is. dog.
Stampede is kind of.
It was really good.
Yeah.
That one's
really,
all about
really good.
action.
Yeah. From the
Damn.
beginning to the end, dog. Just nonstop fighting, dog.
What would you guys say is like the earliest memory of an anime movie? Because I have one that you guys might not be thinking about.
Early?
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Like I'm talking about, I saw this one on cassette.
Damn.
They're early.
You'll probably
The
know what
first
I'm
first
talking
thing
about.
that came to mind.
But in cassette though, like.
Because am I tripping or wasn't Street Fighter like
No,
animation?
that's not the
like-
first. But I saw.
I'm not saying it was the first, but I'm saying that for me, I saw that like
Loki.
when I was
Probably got
like
a point
8
there,
years
yeah.
old.
Street Fighter for sure.
And I didn't know it was anime
first,
like that.
first one that came to mind was Yu-Gi-Oh.
But a movie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know they made a couple movies here and there,
Yeah.
but you know that's the first one that came.
I
to
heard
mind.
Yu-Gi-Oh is
Like
very
in-
different in the manga. It's like darker.
Darker.
Damn.
Yeah,
Fuck, I
somebody
never
said that
read
it's
the
like
manga Yu-Gi-Oh, but I
Oh,
fell off
I
that
saw a
shit one
video
time
of it.
ago.
Well, I guess because they like downplay the freaking what is it, the graveyard? How they send them there? Like, I guess I'm pretty sure it explains it more in the fucking manga and shit.
yeah.
Like they're really in the graveyard.
Bro, I don't remember much of Yu-Gi-Oh. Like I
Yeah,
just.
I was like, I watch every now and
I
then.
mean, I watched it, but to like tell you exactly what happens,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
like yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh,
All I know is Kensuro Suwa voiced Kaiba for the sub. That's all I know about that. Yeah, no, I mean, man, that's probably the earliest that I can actually sit and think and like remember. I saw it around the same time I saw the Rugrats on the orange,
Rugrats
tape.
What is it? Going to Paris or some shit like
Yeah.
that?
Oh
We're gonna
man.
go to Paris.
Oh
Low-key
man.
was sad that Chucky scene. He didn't have a mom to dance with.
Oh.
Yeah, that shit was fucking.
Oh my god.
But I'm saying I saw it around that same time. But the movie I saw this week recently was Ninja Scrolls. Came out in like 90. 93.
Mm-hmm.
Came out in 93, and it honestly pretty fucking sick. You know, it reminded me a lot of early Naruto. The animation is dope. It's about ninjas. It's about basically this.
What you watching?
I watched it on Anywave. Anywave, yeah. He's basically a vagabond Spike. He looks like him. He has the same fucking personality. I don't know if there's a correlation, but if you'll watch it, boy, you'll be like, oh, I see what he fucking means by this. But it's this guy who's basically haunted by his past. He has to fight a team of demons and a ghost from his past, right? Mm-hmm. But he gets attacked right away in the opening scene, and he handles himself calm, cool, and collected. And it's pretty cool because he hits one of the guys. I forget what the main character. I forget.
It's not Jubei something.
Jubei.
Jubei. I can't say that.
Yeah, bro.
Because I searched it up on Crunchy. There's only a series right here, not the movie.
No, so I heard the series was kind of whack. I heard the series wasn't great compared to what the movie was. So basically the movie is about this guy who battles a group of like demons, and it's pretty cool because of a lot of things. I really like the use of shadows that they do. The animation is so cool, bro, and they're always like hiding between a bush, and you can see every shadow from every leaf and the trees, you know. Yeah, and then in the beginning when he's fighting against these like dudes that attack him for whatever reason, he hits one of them, and the guy jumps out of a body. And then you're like, what the fuck? So I like that a lot because it leaves mystery to like the world building. You're like, if this just happened, what else am I going to get to see? And it's so dope. There's this old man who hires the guy, and they're after them now. And the old man looks like he looks like Smeagol from Lord of the Rings and Master Roshi put together. And if you see him, you'll know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. But they hit him. And they're chasing him, and the guy's like, where the fuck did he go? He couldn't have disappeared. And then he's like, oh, well. And then, like, he leaves. And then you see the old man. He's basically, like, camouflaged into a tree, but his body becomes that substance. Like, it's fucking cool. So then you're like, okay, that's his power. But they never really explain to you why they get those powers. So it leaves a level of, like, mysticism. And, like I said, the animation is so well done. The fight choreography. There's another ninja that legit just comes out of the shadows, and Junbei, spoiler alert, he throws his katana at the shadow, and the guy comes out of like the shadow, and the katana's coming out of his spine, and then he like falls and dies. But you know what's really good about the animation that I fucking loved in this movie was that shit catches you by surprise. Like it gives a realism, kind of like what I liked about JJK when Toji was introduced. Is that they in the animation they made him look as fast as he would seem to be in the manga. Does that make sense? Because the way they animated that, he just looks extremely fucking fast. And in this movie, when you think like he just killed the bad guy, you know, the guy could be like this, but he'll do like they'll cut to Junbei, the main character. And, you know, he's going to give that, like, oh, I killed you speech, you know? And as soon as he opens his mouth, like, they throw something at him. Or, you know, he gets caught off guard several times to the point where you get caught off guard. And I feel like not a lot of animes do that. You can always kind of see shit. But they do that several times in the movie.
It's like they let him power up type shit, but this was like, nah, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like, this guy's about to die, and I don't know what this dude said. And he does, like, a final, like, oh, I'm going to kill you attack. Or they don't give him time to breathe, you know? And I like that because...
Your toes and shit.
Yeah, it's like there's a difference between that and then letting your opponent shout their move and transform.
Well, yeah.
Come man.
Goku,
you know what I mean? And like, if these guys are at least as fast as like the speed of light or whatever the fuck, wouldn't they be able to move and do something before they do that? Obviously, it's an anime thing. We all like it, okay? But I'm saying it was kind of cool to see this different take on that. And for it to just be like, you know... And if you guys watch the movie, and I hope you do, it's trippy like that, you know? You're like, oh, shit, this is what he meant, you know? So that's kind of the older gen that I saw over the weekend.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'll have to look that one up then.
Yeah, bro, it's such a classic. It's cool. Have you guys watched any other classics? You were watching Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, but hour, dog. I fucking took a snooze.
Yeah, Ghost in the
No,
Oh,
Shell.
that's
I
infuriating.
had to wake up early to go to work, you know. And
There's a
I was
lot
like,
of talking
fuck it.
in that though. Ghost in the Shell.
That's what's hard with like our age and shit, like or with the kid. You know, you're like, like Ninja Scroll. I had to finish it at night.
Mhm.
That's why I was like, I don't even remember
My turn.
his
Me too.
his fucking name. You know, but I had my headphones in. But I hope you finish it. It's really good. And then I really like going back and watching the videos where they explain like every little meaning behind the scene.
Oh.
So good, man. But what did you like about it, or what did you not like about it while you were watching it?
Well, what I didn't like about it is just having to keep my eyes open.
No, I don't remember
This
shit.
guy's
But
a hater.
I'm just kind of like opening my eyes, closing my eyes, just seeing clips of it. I'm just like, man, this sounds just kind of trippy, dog. So like, I wish I was wide awake to watch
Also,
this
you
shit.
haven't seen
It's
the,
so
the anime
good.
I know, I'm sure it's good, man, but I just like, it was kind of a bad time for me. I literally just only got like 2 hours of sleep, and I had to go to work that day, so
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot too.
No, that shit is trippy though. Like, I like the anime,
Like the animation or just the
like
anime?
like the series and shit.
Yeah, dude. It's.
That's a series.
Oh wait, are you talking about the newer one?
Like Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
Nah, the newer one. No, unless they're just all fucking movies.
There's 2 movies. Yeah, there's just 2 movies.
Hmm.
Oh, they did made it like a live action out of that, right?
Yeah, with Scarlett
Scarlett
Johansson.
Johansson.
Speaking of boobies, yeah, Scarlett Johansson. But I mean,
I might have seen the live action one too.
the only reason I'm like, okay, the live action, I'm gonna watch it, but I wasn't too happy with it, other than the fact that I can actually get to see this cyberpunk world, you know, be brought to life. That I fucking, you know, I love cyberpunk shit.
See,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, fucking doubting myself and shit. Like I'm an idiot.
Cyberpunk,
But yeah,
Edge Runners won Anime of the Year last year. Another well deserved.
They were going against JJ Kai and Demon
Who the
Slayer
fuck
at
is
the time,
JJ
right?
Kai?
Jujutsu Kaisen. Sorry.
fucking
Jujutsu
Kaioken times
Kaisen
10.
and Demon Slayer at the time, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, surprisingly, that anime won Anime of the Award. Honestly, it's like
Bro, you know what I think it is though? I mean, it did so much in 10, 12 episodes. You know what I mean? The world building was amazing. The animation was amazing. The character development, the story. Oh, I loved it. It was. I hope they do it. There's usually, I forget the name of the studio that did it, but usually that studio does 1 season animes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I know. I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what exactly. What
But
studio
there's been some talk about they're gonna do a sequel, but it's gonna be a different story, which I'm 100% okay with. You
That's
know what I
fine
mean?
with
Just
me.
give me
Hell
more
yeah.
cyberpunk shit.
it is. Oh, yeah.
And yeah, dude, but it was so cool. That has one of my favorite scenes, and I'll say it every time we talk cyberpunk, which is when the main character David meets the girl. I forget her name, Lucy, but she has such a sick character design. And the way they kind of meet is like that first kind of, you know, flirtatious and stuff. It's that part of a relationship where you enjoy, you know, everybody looks back on that and you're like, you were flirty with your wife at one point or whatever. So
Right.
they're in that stage in their life and they go do a job or whatever, right? After they do that job, he gets caught because he has illegal cyberware and the EMT notices. So she tries to pull a gun on Lucy, and then they had been talking about the way they were going to split the deal because they were stealing people's chips. So I think she was like, it's 70-30, I believe. And like he's like, no, let's do 50-50. And when the EMT pulls the gun on David, he looks at her, and Lucy's like, oh, he's like, I guess it's back to like 70-40, right? And she was not worried at all. She saves his life. But the way she saves his life is so cool because she beats the shit out of this person. And then in the car that they are in the ambulance,
Driving down the freeway with the
yeah,
crazy
she
shit,
jumps
dog.
back and she's just looking and like swerving, but she has like this smile on her face. And David looks at her, and that's the moment he realizes, like, fuck, dude, I'm in love with this crazy bitch. You know what I mean? But that moment to me was like so genuine, and they did a great job of capturing that and just giving it so much emotion through animation, you know, which is amazing. So I fucking love that. I hope they give us a second season. Did you watch that one?
Yeah.
You did, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was happy when that shit won Anime of the Year.
That caught me by surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did too because I mean JJK Demon Slayer, but like damn.
Maybe because it was like a newer type of animation, you know. So a lot of people fucked with it.
I mean, I guess, yeah. But I mean, we know this kind of stuff does well. I mean, Ghost in the Shell, Akira. Come on, we can't, talk anime movies and not bring up Akira. But going back to Ghost in the Shell, you know what's dope about it is the existential crisis that the character kind of goes through. We won't get too much into it because there's a lot to get into it. But she's basically having these like memories, right? And the whole time she's debating with who she is as a person, and obviously people can relate to that. But in the movie, she's like, well, if the dreams and like the memories I'm having are implanted to me, but they're still real to me. Am I a real person? Do I matter? And she's going through this, but then she does things like change in front of Bato. I think is the other guy's name, but she doesn't know that that's inappropriate. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of that, but the symbolism behind a lot of the scenes, the way it's filmed, it's fucking sick, dude. I really like that one. So I hope you finish it. I think you'll like it. And not to mention the animation, it's just fucking amazing. To throw out some facts to kind of like, give Akira its flowers is. Actually, let's go back to Ghost in the Shell. When they did the Matrix, when you think green numbers and like green code, you automatically think Matrix, right?
Yeah,
but that comes from Ghost in the Shell, which is cool. And then they have specific scenes, like there's the one where the water's rising as they shoot the bullets. That comes directly from Ghost in the Shell. There's another scene where they shoot watermelons, and that's also in the Matrix. Again, that's another reference to Ghost in the Shell.
Reference. I think we watched Ghost in the Shell in the Matrix.
Yeah, the whole plugging the cables behind the neck, that's also from Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
Literally, when they were gonna do that, one of the directors or script writers, I can't believe it, can't remember who it is, they showed that movie to the people that were gonna do the Matrix and said that's basically what we want to do. You know what I mean? So they took a lot of inspiration from it, and I mean it's sick. Obviously, the Matrix is the Matrix, and for me, the first movie was the best. Everything else after that got too tricky, but that's again thanks to Ghost in the Shell, which is fucking sick. Did you remember watching Knocking on Heaven's Door, the Cowboy Bebop movie? Brother, tell me.
Is this something you gotta watch before the anime or the?
You can watch
after?
it. It doesn't matter
Is this
really.
a side story to
No,
that?
so it's good to watch it and kind of go back, because it kind of gives more depth to their character. But it's one of those things that you got to watch it several times, and then
Okay.
you're like, oh, this is what they. But I mean, it has one of the best animated like intro scenes in my opinion. Like the way it opens up is so fucking sick. They're in a convenience store, and they already make great use of the movement and perspective. In this movie, they do that shit so well, and the fight choreography in Cowboy Bebop's already fucking amazing, but the movie takes it to another level. But Spike's walking to a convenience store. The bad guy's in there, right? Some mob guy. And the way he's sitting on top of the counter, and they draw him, and then they draw like the aisles in the 7-Eleven and the characters. It's so sick. And he walks in there, and as he's walking there, the way they play with the perspective of the ground coming at you, and it's just him walking to a 7-Eleven. Again, fucking amazing. And this was the first minute of the movie. There's a guy guarding, and he has his headphones, and Spike looks at the guy, and the guy looks at him, and he's like, hey, you can't be here. And Spike looks down at his foot, and then the guard looks down at his foot, and then Spike kicks him in the face. He walks in there, and they're like, what the hell? Like, hey, buddy, don't you see us? And he's just like, because he has his headphones in, right? Yeah, and he grabs like those little, those party things that you go, poof, and they explode. He grabs one of those, and he's like, how much is this? But the way he says it is like he's so oblivious, but he knows what he's doing.
Like, oh, you're getting fucking.
Yeah, he's just like, how much is this? And the guy comes up to him, and he's like, hey, and he goes, and he opens it. The gun flies, obviously. Spike starts beating the shit out of him. This other guy starts shooting. He like jumps, and he's just beating the shit out of him with such ease. You know what I mean? With such ease. And then Jet comes in from the top. They take down the guys that were there. It was 3. And then another guy comes out of the bathroom. And then he sees him, and then he runs and he gets a hostage, and it's just some random lady.
Right.
And then he's like, "Put your guns down," and Jet puts his gun down. And Spike he ignores the guy completely. He tells Jet, he's like, "You said there was 3," and he's like, "This type of thing happens on the job, you know, blah blah blah." He's like, "Well, you suck at information," and then he points at the guy. He goes, "And you take way too long to take a shit." And then the guy tells him, he's like, "Put down your guns," because he has a hostage. But Jet throws his gun down, and Spike's like, "What the fuck?" And he pulls his gun on him, and then he's like, "Are you crazy?" And he's like, "Sorry, dude, I'm a bounty hunter. We don't operate, or we don't like serve to protect." And you know, he's like, "I'm not a fucking cop, so it makes no difference to me." Yeah, and then the guy's just like, "What the fuck? Like, this guy's crazy." So as soon as he points his gun at him, Spike shoots. I think he shoots his arm, and then the guy ends up shooting himself in the back. And then the lady's just like, "What the fuck? Like, you're crazy, this, el otro." But when they're in the Mexican standoff,
Right.
you can see Spike from one side. You can see like the whole aisle, and instead of putting their own point of view, you're watching both of them point at each other. But the way it's animated, it's just so good, dude. The perspective they give you on it, and then the angles too. Everything's dope. It's like they had no business doing this, you know, but it's so fucking dope. It's so dope. And then the lady, that's when the infamous line comes from, when the lady's like, "Hey, you know, what are you? I heard him call you a cowboy. Are you I don't know what she says." And then he's just like, "Oh, I'm just a humble bounty hunter, man." That's where that line comes from, you know?
I feel like I've seen that maybe like on a reel probably, or I've seen the movie. Either or.
Yeah, no, and if you haven't, dude, watch it again. It's so good. It's so good. It's fucking sick. So that's Knocking on Heaven's Door by Cowboy Bebop.
17, so I'm almost done with
You're
that,
almost
man.
done with it, yeah.
Man, so I'm
And
gonna
what have you taken away from it?
taken away from it?
Yeah, like what do you like? What do you not like?
I mean, there's nothing I don't like about it, but I like it. You know, it's kind of pretty badass. Like how the way he's just calm in every situation. He
Yeah.
is, dog. But this guy can never grab a bounty, dog. He ends
Yeah.
up going dead or just fucking running off and shit.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's nothing bad about the anime. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's fuck. I mean, you know how much we love Cowboy Bebop here.
Mhm.
But yeah, I would recommend that movie to anybody who wants to watch it. Like I said, he's and Ninja Scroll, the two main characters, or the main characters, just like this dude, but a ninja, you know.
Mhm.
So that one, but
Yeah, that alone is just what that scene you said. Pretty sure you're straight.
yeah, with Akira, did you guys know that they used 326? I think it was 320 something. I think I wrote it down.
326 what?
Colors. Let me see. I think I have written it down right here.
See,
somewhere.
fucking two. Black and red every time. Yeah, that movie was a trip.
327, but 50 of those were made specifically for the movie.
Or what? Made?
Yeah. So Akira used 327 colors, which is a record for any animated film. 50 of those were created for the movie specifically. That's pretty fucking
So they
crazy.
have, like, their own colors.
Yeah, and then check this out. Also, most things are filmed 12 frames per second. Akira was filmed with 24, which is double. That's why you see some animation that is just like fucking crispy, and it's just scene by scene. One of my favorite ones is where, what's his not Tetsuo? No, Tetsuo. Yeah, Tetsuo, because that's Canada. Canada. Canada.
Canada.
Yeah, I don't even know how you would pronounce it, but it's Canada. And Tetsuo, he's making his arm. You know what's his name? Kid from One Piece. You know how he brings things to his arm?
The metal machine.
Yeah. That's basically Tetsuo. You know, which it's pretty cool because Chronicle the movie took a lot of inspiration from Akira, and they had like that whole rampage scene at the end where he's just having like a fucking battle with whoever's there and throwing shit. You know, so that's pretty fucking cool. They got that directly from Akira. But yeah, they filmed that with 24 frames per second, and the way you could see every little like bolt and wire start creating like the tendons and the muscle in the arm, it's fucking crazy, bro. That's why it was such a big deal.
How much they drop on that?
Huh?
How much money they drop on that movie?
I'm not sure, but I'm sure they I don't know, dude. I respect our fellow Japanese. Studio. Okay, so we've talked about Studio Ghibli before, but you're talking about how much they would spend. You know that Studio Ghibli operates with the 3 H's, is what they call it: high cost, high risk, and high reward. And when it first started, they had made they have a strict. So there's a movie called Nausicaa. I think I might have it here somewhere. Yeah, this one. So Nausicaa is Studio Ghibli's first official unofficial movie, because it's the movie they made right before they became Studio Ghibli, And when it was shared in America, they chopped it up and they called it Warriors of something. They just changed the name. They chopped a couple things off of it. After that, they were like, we're not doing that shit again. Like, we have a strict no, you can't change anything to our script. Nothing to literally nothing. Yeah. It's super, super strict.
Well, that's fucked up. How the fuck are they gonna do that to them like that?
Yeah, because they do that. It's it's a thing that happens in the film industry. It's kind of like China didn't want the new Buzz Lightyear movie out because of the two. I think it's a gay characters and they're kissing or something. Yeah. But that's basically why things like that happen, and especially in Studio Ghibli, they're like, we have a strict no changing anything rule, like nothing, no cuts. They send a sword when they were doing. It was one of the movies that was coming out. It might have been like Princess Mononoke or something, and they, the guy Harvey Weinstein, the guy that got in trouble, and we all know about this guy. But they send him because he was doing the movie, they sent him a samurai sword with the message that said no cuts. Yeah, bro, Studio Ghibli is fucking hard. That's why I respect them, because they just that what they were able to build in every single movie that they did after Nausicaa. They were like, well, we're gonna invest everything we can into this movie, and if it works, if we keep going, and if it doesn't, then we just stop. But every single time they put something out, yeah, we can see it here. I think Castle in the Sky was one of their earlier works too. We have Howl's Moving Castle. Everybody knows that. Spirited Away. It won a bunch of a fucking award. I think it was the first animated movie to win Oscar. Was it?
An Oscar? Holy shit!
Yeah, it
Just
won
recently,
something.
right?
No, so just recently he came out of retirement. Hayao Miyazaki, the GOAT, he made The Boy and the Heroine.
Maybe
just won a
that's the
Golden-
one I was thinking.
Yeah,
of,
it just won a Golden Globe,
Okay.
which is fucking amazing. I mean, again, that and The Boy and the Heroine had one of the, speaking again of cost, it had one of the highest budgets for an animated film in history. It's crazy, but just think about the voices that they got. Willem Dafoe. They got the what's his name? The new Batman guy. I'm too high. You guys gotta help me. Huh?
Edward looking at like
No, fuck. I know his name, bro. Robert Pattinson.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They got a bunch of stars. Just look at I think Christian Bale's on it as well. He was in Howl's Moving Castle. He saw the movie and said, I want to voice this character. That's pretty cool. And then I saw a story of Leonardo DiCaprio. Well, I saw a video where he's talking to, oh man, what's that famous director?
Steven Spielberg?
No. He just did his movie. He's can you look that up, Brendan? He just made his movie, but Martin Scorsese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Leonardo said something interesting. He was like, "Oh, we were talking about movies that we shared with each other." And he's like, and I can't really recommend you any movie because you've seen everything, especially everything made out of like the 80s. Martin Scorsese was like, oh, you did tell me about Princess Mononoke. And then Leonardo was like, yeah, Miyazaki's film. So he introduced him to. So that's pretty cool, you know what I mean? To think like somebody as talented as Leonardo DiCaprio to be like, dude, you gotta watch this film. To somebody like Martin Scorsese, who's produced the amount of movies that he has and who's just who he is, you know. So it's amazing. And then we get a bunch of cool stuff from Miyazaki, you know, inspiring the Avatar. That's straight from Foolie Cooley. I've never watched that, but they took the character designs to that. And then Appa was, you know,
You finished it?
They do have the same little.
No, but I gotta talk about it, and it's amazing. It's
really
so good.
Better
It's
than the first one?
absolutely. And you know what? I want to bring this up. We were talking about this a while back, and we were talking about the One Piece movie, and you were like, I don't know, like it's gonna be a flop because of all the bad shit that they've done. And I'm like, I know, dude. I'm like, but we gotta support it because I'm like, if they see that people like it, but they just want it done right, and they actually do it right. And again, Oda was on board with this, which gets me excited because apparently Kishimoto is on board with the Naruto stuff, so it gives me hope. But we literally had this talk before it even came out. I said we gotta support it because maybe they do another 8 in another 5 years. I'm like, and maybe 3 of them are good. I'm like, but those 3 are gonna be like, we're gonna have some sick ass like live action shit. And then it's gonna keep going, and eventually we'll get some cool shit. Once we get the technology to be able to make something look the way it needs to look. And then One Piece happens, and fucking phenomenon. Everybody loves it, and we're like, fuck yeah, dude! Like and now everything is getting greenlit. So I'm excited for that shit.
They got a little confidence boost with that.
Did you guys watch the live action Avatar?
No, I haven't.
I haven't seen it.
No,
Yet.
I haven't.
I gotta get the app.
Bro, it's good. It's good. It's fucking good. I haven't finished it, but they got Appa right and they got Momo right.
What the fuck? Like they have damn.
Bro, they look
or some shit like that.
It's the best it's gonna look. It's the best it's gonna look. Absolutely, 100%.
I don't really remember the first one, but I know it was not that great.
Yeah, dude, it's the best it's gonna look. I gotta finish it. Again, it's hard because I'm also watching it with Pal, so we're like, I gotta wait. And then, so man,
that's one bad thing about having starting anime with people.
But do you remember watching? You remember watching the Yu Yu Hakusho one? I think it was called X Files or something like that.
That's when they change up their outfits, no?
Yeah, but when they have those fights, remember watching that, dude? We were watching that shit, and that movie was low key good. The sound effects in that movie, there was a noise that a power up made.
Yeah, like
it was like, woo, like it was sick, and I was like, bro, you heard that shit? I wind it back, and that shit made me.
Yeah.
That shit was tight, dude. But what other movies can we say we watched that we really enjoyed?
Oh, I said we watched. Well, you already said Princess Mononoke, which was my number 1 pick.
Princess Mononoke?
Yeah, that's probably my favorite movie.
What Ghibli stuff have you watched, Alex?
Ghibli watch?
Yeah.
Fuck that. I know I watched the Kiki's Delivery Service.
Oh, it's not bad.
Yeah, that was not bad too, man. And Moving Castle. But that was just years ago, maybe like a good 8 years ago too. So I don't really remember much of it, but I did enjoy it.
The Howl's Moving Castle?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Like they all, what I like specifically about Ghibli films is a lot of it is open to interpretation, so people get different things from the same movie.
I remember watching a Cartoon Network.
Yeah. Do you guys remember the in Princess Mononoke how the spirit in the forest was like depicted to be bad, but then it was just not bad. It's, yeah. So it's the same thing. There's an episode in Avatar, thinking back now. I don't know if they're in Kyoshi Island or something, but there's a spirit that everybody's like, oh, this spirit's bad. And then Aang goes and he defeats it, not by like fighting, but like by understanding and talking to it and then seeing where it was coming from. Stuff like that is not things that you would get usually in cartoons, which is, that's why people don't know why they like Avatar so much. Like Anthony talks about Avatar all the time, and his anime knowledge is Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's it, Yeah. But people don't know why they like it so much. And again, it's because, Miyazaki's influence, and there's people that directly come out and talk about like the influence. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Paprika and Perfect Blue.
I heard Perfect Blue, but not Paprika.
Yeah, Paprika's kind of cool. It's what directly inspired what's that shit called? Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio.
That movie was a trip.
Have you seen that movie?
Inception?
Yeah.
No, I think I remember.
So basically, Inception is about a group of people. Well, let's go back to Paprika. Paprika is about a group of people that help others by going into their dreams and kind of like helping them through through that process, right? Yeah. And Inception is the same thing, except the people in Inception are like technically the bad guys. They're the terrorists. They're trying to implant an idea into somebody. So it's kind of cool how they played with that. They're like, we're going to take that, but we're going to tell the story from a different perspective. We're going to be the bad guys, kind of, right? But there's a lot of similarities. They go into a dream state, and then every level in like a hotel is a different stored dream that Leonardo DiCaprio has, right? Mm-hmm. Which is, again, similar to what happens in Paprika. There's a hallway scene in a hotel, and it gets all loopy and stuff. That's directly from there as well. So there's a whole bunch of things that they take from there, you know, which is pretty cool. But on the other side of that, you have things like you have certain movies that inspired other movies in Hollywood, and the movies in Hollywood did really well, but the actual animated ones didn't. And they're like, what the fuck? Like, you know, it's kind of a trip. The director, and I forget his name, but he's like a big time director. He talked about how he thinks it's cool, but at the same time he didn't really like that, because one time he was on an airplane and they took the story and they made Black Swan, and he's the guy that wrote the movie that was kind of like based off of, but it was an animated film. Mm-hmm. But the person that was in that other movie, the live action Black Swan, was traveling like first class, and he had like a regular plane ticket, and he thought to himself like, damn, that's crazy. Like, that person's famous for like,
because they're showing a face and stuff.
Yeah, you know. And so I guess he never really did well, but there's high praise for him. And I remember his name. I wrote it down too, because I knew I would forget in this state. But he's somebody who definitely had a bunch of influence in that world. What do we think about the Crunchyroll Award? So who won main character? Luffy, right?
Luffy.
Which
I haven't seen it at all. Like, I was out last night. I just woke up like 2 hours ago.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, it was a Boyo's birthday. How old you turning?
21.
21. Yeah, right. I guess it's a good time as ever. Look behind your seat.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, though.
Is this why you didn't want me to look? What's behind my seat?
Nah, it's just a little something we got you.
Damn.
It's a dildo.
I can't show you guys because it is indeed a dildo.
Roanora Zoro.
Let's go. Again, this is gonna maybe start a collection now.
I know. I was like, hey, I gotta
Imagine
get
this,
a...
well,
Oh my god, you
You
imagine.
don't collect that?
no.
No? Oh, that's the first one. Yeah, you gotta start
That's what
collecting.
I'm saying. It's just started an addiction that I didn't need, I can afford. Muchas gracias, mijo.
Happy birthday, my
Happy
guy.
birthday.
Sir, thank you. Damn, this one, he literally told me, don't look behind there.
I know, bro.
Without telling me.
What?
This is
Okay,
crazy.
have you guys ever watched Alita Battle Angel?
The live action?
Yeah.
Shorty with the big eyes.
Yeah.
Are we gonna turn that back on?
Yes. Okay.
I think I might have seen it.
If you haven't, it's really good. It's a fucking dope ass movie.
Yeah, that movie's crazy.
And James Cameron actually had that on the shelf for years. He was gonna do that or Avatar. Can you imagine? And then he's like, "I'll wait till the technology gets better," because the anime's old as shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the anime's hella old, and he's like, "We'll just wait for the technology to get better." And he put it on the shelf, and then it's a hidden gem. I can't believe more people don't like it. But I mean, I was watching it and I was like, "This looks cool," and then all of a sudden it takes a turn, and I was like, "Oh, boy, this shit is sick," you know. So I hope they do Alita Battle Angel #2, because I was like, bro, I've watched that movie so many times.
Yeah, I could watch it like multiple times too.
It's just one of those movies that you're like, this shit is so sick.
Hey, what do you guys think about what other anime should make a live action?
Ooh,
'Cause I know they announced Naruto, right? Recently?
Naruto, yeah.
Naruto. And I also heard about Danny Fan.
Oh.
Danny Fan, though.
So I'm not mad at Danny Phantom.
Yeah,
they
Danny
could
Phantom's
take
pretty
it
cool,
to
but,
yeah.
you know.
Naruto's gonna be a little bit harder because of the love that people have for characters.
A live action thing.
Yeah.
They just announced.
Who's doing it?
Akima-
Warner Bros.
Oh.
is
Okay.
doing it. And hey, look, Warner Bros has some really good shit, and some,
That's what I-
you know what I mean.
First
So
thing came
it's
in my mind
like
was just
oh,
Justin
Space
Lee. I'm
Jam
like,
2.
man, they're gonna fuck this thing up.
they have some cool shit, and they have some. But I mean, if they give it a good budget, that's what I hope they do. I hope they give it a fighting chance. Again, the fact that Kishimoto is directly involved with it gives me some kind of hope. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that it'll be good and everything that we wish it to be. But I think it's easier to do hand signs than to like make somebody super stretchy. You know what I mean?
Damn, I can't even think of one.
And I think if they actually get the shadow clone jutsu right, you're gonna see how effective that is. Like, cause one person getting jumped by fucking 30 people, let alone 2,000 like Naruto could do.
Right.
Damn.
You know, just throwing hands. Like, yeah, they can do it right. I just hope they do good casting.
Sexy jutsu.
The sexy jutsu,
Oh,
yeah.
hell no, that would be good though.
Yeah, that one would be cool. But what
What-
movies are you guys excited to see that are coming
That's
out?
that's literally what I was thinking. But
Oh my
for me,
god,
it's,
we're so alike.
Blue Lock.
Yeah, Blue Lock.
Yeah, I was gonna say Blue Lock, but then I was also gonna say Haikyuu. That was the one I'm like excited.
Oh,
for.
I heard. Yeah,
Haikyuu
I'm
is
sure that
good,
has a
dude.
lot of hype behind it.
Right. No,
Sports
but
animes,
Haikyuu-
man, they fucking crush it.
Yeah.
The Chainsaw Man one.
They have a
They
movie.
made a movie.
They're-
They did.
yeah.
They're making a movie.
I guess
huh?
the next season is what's gonna be a movie.
I think there's another one they announced for a movie too, but which one is it?
It's
We got Haikyuu. We got
Chainsaw Man, MHA,
MHA.
My Hero Academia.
Did,
Wait, did I say that right?
Another one?
MHJ. MH.
No, I did say it right.
MHA.
Yeah, you
MHA.
said it right.
Yeah.
I didn't know they're making another one.
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure. I'm doubting myself now. But
I
no,
know they're
I'm
gonna
pretty
make
sure.
another One Piece movie for sure.
Oh, but yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe like another 5 or 4, maybe.
yeah, those are cool. But I mean, going back to the live action thing, I think. Oh, I was trying to think, and I think it's Lionsgate. I may be wrong, but I saw that they're making a live action Akira.
I think I might have heard something like that too.
Yeah, and I took a
yeah.
picture of it. I took a screenshot of it. One might have been doing. I don't know. I think Warner Bros was gonna do Akira and Lionsgate was gonna do Naruto. I can't remember. It was one of. I know those two studios were involved. I can't remember which one was which. But then I heard something about Snyder getting involved in doing Akira, which I personally would like.
Snyder.
Zack Snyder.
Snack Snyder?
I'm a fan of Zack Snyder. Yeah, he's done a bunch of cool movies. You saw Soccer Punch, right? Soccer Punch.
Soccer Punch, like the early 2000s.
No, it was like 2015. Yeah, the one with the girl that like
2015?
dances and she puts people in a trance, but she goes into a different world. Bro, it's so sick. You get schoolgirl
Was it early
outfit
that time?
fighting
Maybe.
big ass samurai ninja. Like how
Oh.
anime is that?
I thought you were talking about like soccer still, like.
No, Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
And you told me you saw it. Yeah, oh man,
Yeah,
that movie is dope.
It's like 4 girls, I think, or like.
Yeah, you guys haven't watched that, watch that shit. That is
Yeah.
it's fucking sick. But you guys want to do some? You guys want to watch the One Punch Man trailer? I haven't
Let's do
watched
it.
it,
Yes, sir.
and we can watch the Kaiju number 8 trailer as well. Let me
Not
pull
for
it up,
Any trailer, bro, because especially One Punch Man, I've been waiting for that forever, bro.
brother. Did you want to pull it up on the?
Yeah, Brandon.
How are we
wants to
gonna
pull
do
up.
this?
I'll just pull it in post. Just watch it. I'll edit it in.
He says that, and then he takes 3 weeks to give me a TikTok.
When you're doing that pull up Konosuba, dog, that shit's coming out too.
Konosuba?
Oh, fuck it out.
Have you guys ever watched Ranking of Kings?
I was gonna say
Fuck, dude, I
heard it was
seen
good.
I heard people were saying it was good.
ranking of.
Yeah, Ranking of Kings. I've heard what the story's about, man, but I always came across like.
It's not about that little kid.
Yeah, little kid. I don't know too much about it, but it's saying it's really good anime. But
Pretty sure.
I don't know. I'll check it
It's
out.
that sad one, no?
Is it sad?
Well, to me, it was
It's been a
good.
minute
I
since
feel
I
like
watched a sad anime.
I felt like I shed a couple tears watching that.
A couple tears.
Let's see. Let's watch the One Punch Man one. I better see some Goru. Oh,
Yeah, there he is. Okay, there's a One Punch right here, right? One
yeah.
Punch.
You wanna get over here, boy?
生物の成長には制限が設けられている。強力すぎる力は持ち主に負担がかかり不具合を生じさせる。あるいは品性を失った怪人のように暴走を起こすこともある。
Badass motherfucker.
Oh, they're really made this shit.
だから個々の生物は生存目的や理性を失わない範囲内でしか成長できないように神に設計されている。それがリミッターだ。
Who's his VA? I like his VA.
だが彼は違った。平凡な出生、平凡な生活、何の素質も持たないただの一般人。それが努力のみで限界の扉をこじ開けリミッターを破壊した。
But I think this is what everyone finds out about.
Oh shit. Bro, his back looks just like mine.
Yeah, when I arch you.
最強対最強。
Oh, bro, that's fucking dope.
ワンパンマン第3期。
When is it in July? When's the release?
Good. Yes,
Me
sir.
clapping your cheeks, boy.
Oh, it doesn't say.
That's crazy, dude.
Damn, he hit us with the tease.
Hot take: Goro
teasers.
is One Punch Man's Toji.
Bro,
I don't
nah, this fool already like me.
I don't know.
You seen how he fucks around with him?
All right, now let's watch the Kaiju number 8 official trailer. Or is it the main trailer? Which one is it? This is the one I was telling you about that I'm excited for.
俺たちの戦いは全てが終わった後から始まる。誰かに注目されるわけでもない。だがそれが俺たちの日の当たらない怪獣との戦いだ。
I know already. I'm like, fuck.
防衛隊目指してんだってよ。
Who's animating this?
こいつ夢なんて。
Giving me Fire Force fight. Wait.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, bro, the character design on like whatever those guys are.
2人なら怖くないね。
やっぱなるべきっすよ。防衛隊員。
行こう。
だよな。俺もう一回防衛隊員目指。
Oh,
Oh fuck.
逃げますよ。
Why'd that one get scared? What the hell?
怪獣がなんだ。
Oh yeah, seen this.
so
Actually.
俺やっぱ諦めない。
so that's how he like
行かなきゃなん
turns
ね
into a
俺がフォ
kaiju.
ローします。それじゃあ始めようか。
篠宮ピコル、趣味は怪獣殺し。
命の保証などみじんもない。
私があんたを殺すから。
討伐する。絶対諦めねえ。
殺処理します。
絶対諦めね
Oh, that's Uchidori.
怪獣8号。この個体は防衛隊がコードネームをつけた8体目の怪獣となりました。
Bro. Yu Yu Hakusho vibes.
Damn.
Bro,
That
is
looks
that
good, too.
not? I told you guys that shit looks sick,
That
huh?
shit's sick, dude.
I don't know who's
Oh, yeah,
animating.
that- I
Is it like
remember
Madhouse
talking
or
about
is
that
it
too.
It's let me check really quick. Production IG.
IG?
Instagram?
Yeah. Done by Studio Car, the studio funded by
What anime have they made?
Neon Genesis.
Well,
What did you
are
think
we
about it?
missing one? Another
What?
trailer?
Another trailer.
I feel like we were just talking. Oh, it's because it hasn't came out yet.
Which ones? I mean, there's
The
been
Log hasn't came out yet.
they've done Bunny
know
Drop,
IQ's coming out.
Morality.
I don't know when it's releasing in
Psychopaths
America.
was actually a good one. I started it, I haven't finished it, but it's cyber. If you like cyberpunk shit.
Ah, Haiku. There you go.
They done Haikyuu. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ace of Diamond, Guardian Spirit. Yeah.
I watched Ace of Diamonds too, though. I mean, I watched pretty much a bunch of animes, sports animes.
Yeah, but those, bro, That. What are we thinking? Obviously haven't read the manga. Probably people that have read the manga will know, but does it have potential? Let us know. Does Kaiju have potential to be anime of the year?
Of the year? I mean, it looked
Next
good.
year.
That should look real good.
It looked good. But what would it compete with? Chainsaw Man?
I mean,
man.
well, did it show what they were fighting? I didn't really get this.
It looked like there's just a bunch of aliens there, but I don't know. I don't know much of the story there.
No.
I gotta see what they're fighting. Too.
Oh, well, Kaijus. Have you seen Pacific Rim? Directed by Guillermo del Toro.
The actual, like, the...
Repping
live action shit?
Mexicans. Huh?
The live action shit?
Yeah, I've really fucking liked them. So that's what we were talking about last time, that I saw Pacific Rim and I was like, bro, like...
I don't really like robot shit like that.
I did, but Gundam, you know, and all that stuff.
That, that's cool, but after that, it's just like...
That's where they got, like, inspiration from, which is, again, pretty cool, you know, that it goes back to that. But I was like, bro, this would be a sick-ass anime. And then I didn't know about Kaiju number 8, and then I started hearing about it, and I was like, bro,
I should have just made it.
Yeah, this is sick. But I think that one was, honestly...
I mean, it looks good. It's off to a good start. The animation looks pretty good.
Yeah, the animation. I mean, I'd never heard of that studio, but obviously they've worked on some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, see, that's what I like. That shit, like, I don't really know about. It's dropping, so that way I don't know what to expect every episode.
Yeah, I think it'll be cool, but I mean, we'll see. I gotta see what time. When did it say it was dropping?
It doesn't say. At the end of the trailer, it doesn't say shit.
I don't know if you cussed
Oh,
it
One
off.
Punch Man. I honestly thought they were gonna come in at
probably
April?
around July. Yeah.
No, they announced a shit ton of anime releasing that day.
April,
yeah.
and then what was the other one?
On 420.
Kaiju. I don't know which one you looked up.
No, that's the one I looked up.
Okay, so One Punch Man. Blue Lock releases this year, right? The movie?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But I think it's by the
It
end of the
hasn't
year type
said.
shit.
Doesn't say?
Nah.
No?
For which one?
One Punch.
Let me look up.
One Punch Man.
Ooh, loco.
Gives me enough time to read the manga. I think I want to read the manga.
Of what?
Huh? Kaiju.
Of Kaiju?
Looks interesting.
Yeah, I would, because then I would just. I think maybe I'll continue it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I want to experience that. Like,
oh, you read it?
No. I'm saying I'll continue after this season.
Oh.
You know, after the season comes out.
Mm.
But it's kind of cool to read the manga first, I guess, and then see how they animate certain scenes. You know, so you get the best of both worlds.
Oh, okay.
But reacting to it first, and
damn.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a good way to start. Like, that's a good, like, anime to be like, let me finally read a manga.
Yeah.
And see how it.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I like to do it. That's why with JJK, that shit's getting just fucking insanely wild. But you saw, you were talking about it last time. You said that he was getting spoiled left and right. I'm like, just read it, bro.
Yeah.
If not, you're gonna.
See, it's
just gonna keep on piling up.
Is this new Demon Slayer arc gonna be good or no?
Just watch it, man. Just watch it. I don't want to go into it. Just watch it.
Or did you say yes or no, motherfucker?
Just say it's gonna be bad. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. Really good.
Because I mean, if it's like this season, I would have been like, okay, I'm not that hyped, then, you know. Well, you think it compares to the?
But like I said, it's different between the anime and the manga. But we'll see. We'll see, dog. But you're talking about the Attack on Titans, though?
No.
What'd you say?
No, I said, is this new season for Demon Slayer gonna be better than last season's?
Maybe, dog. I want to say yeah. It just keeps on getting better and better every chapter.
Yeah. I hope so, dude. You guys watch Mob Psycho at all?
Yeah.
Mob Psycho, dog. That anime doesn't really get my attention, but people saying it's good.
It's good.
Just like
bro.
JoJo, a Bizarre Adventure. I haven't watched it yet too because it looks weird. But I gotta give it a try.
The first season is great. I'm not gonna lie. The first season is
Yeah, I like the little comedy in it, the way it's like drawn and shit.
Oh man, Regan is
which one are you talking about?
Funny.
Which one are you talking about? Mob Psycho?
Yeah, he gets so far with having no powers other than being able to bullshit his way out of things. It's so crazy, dude. Like he gives no fucks. Like he's in real danger, and then sometimes he cares, but not really. Like it's fucking wild.
Was this anime nominated for Anime of the Year?
Mob Psycho?
Yeah.
I don't know. I know it's been around for a while. I just saw it. Maybe season 2, because I think season 2 had like a movie where it just kind of went into Reagan, but stuff that you already seen. And then I was just like, oh, I've seen this, so I gotta continue it. But the first season's definitely good. But it's funny, man. I like it. I like it a lot. Megan Thee Stallion was presenting
the awards, huh?
The award.
Yeah, anime of the year.
Why?
Why?
I don't know. I don't know about the Gojo, but the Miracle cosplay was fucking dope. I don't know if you seen it. You gotta see that shit.
That shit was
She
clean.
killed that shit.
I'll probably watch it like the whole awards when I get home because I haven't seen anything on it.
They, last time they performed the Jujutsu Kaisen song. They performed the Muscle and Magic song.
Muscle and Magic? I don't think so. Dude. Like I literally watched it for an hour and I fell asleep.
The
But that would be cool though. Everyone just getting up and dancing and shit.
whole fucking crowd.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, hell no.
That's not how it goes.
Nah, yeah, but I think
But keep
it'll.
going.
I think it'll be sick. But I think we're gonna wrap this one up. We miss out on anything? Any subjects you guys wanted to touch on? I know later I'll be like, fuck, I should have said this.
No, I can think of that.
No, we watched the trailers. The movies we talked about were cool.
Oh, you wanted to watch the Dragon Ball Z one?
Oh, the trailer for
But what is it for?
Dragon Ball Z? Dragon Ball Z
just
what?
Dragon
A
Ball,
movie?
I think. No, it's like a whole new little.
Oh,
anime.
they
The
I
fan
guess
made
they
one.
had a new anime about them being kids again.
Yeah, like Vegeta and.
Yeah, they just announced it. I think yesterday. I watched the video.
They
of
had
it
to because
yesterday, but
I seen the trailer.
everyone was just a kid again. You know, Goku, Vegeta, all the characters. I don't know what's it all about. I'm not very a Dragon Ball Z fan, but
Yeah, I don't know. It's just they could do it so they could still make it cool.
They already
But
did what they did, I guess. You know.
yeah, for as long as I don't know. For as long as it's been around and what they've done, it's not really. I don't know.
The fans make a better fucking anime than.
Yeah. I think because people know like what we been. I don't know. Why don't you give us what we've been asking for forever?
Fucking make it ourselves then. That shit's all on YouTube.
Yeah, you could have gave like when they introduced Hit. I don't know if you remember in the Dragon Ball Super.
Hit.
Yeah, when they introduced Hit, it was dope because he was just like walking in the rain in his own like city. It was very different than Dragon Ball shit. You're like, oh, this guy's about to go like assassinate some people. I mean, he was. But the way they did that, I was like, this is what we want. We want more character development from other people. We don't always want to see Goku. I'm not even interested in everybody around him at this point anymore because you've had so much time. Like, what are they magically just going to catch up to Goku when he's leagues and bounds and shit away from everybody? Nah, introduce other characters. Like, but I don't know. That's just my whole fucking thing with Dragon Ball Z. But I'm excited. I'm excited for what's to come. I want to watch The Boy and the Heroine. We should fucking go watch that one, or maybe when it comes out, we talk about that one. That one just won award as well.
Hasn't it came out yet?
In theaters, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was saying, like, how the fuck it win awards? People watching it.
Yeah, in theaters. I mean, it's primarily made for like the Japanese audience. Like that's one thing that they do about the movies that they stress on. Like it's meant for them, but obviously it has a worldwide.
It's like they can relate more than we can type shit.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. That's weird. Do you think that because they like I was watching Old Boy, is this movie's a Korean film, and if you haven't watched that movie, watch that movie.
Old Boy.
Old Boy. It's on Netflix now. They made a.
It's on fucking Netflix.
Yeah, they made a live action with. I mean, it is live action. What the fuck am I talking about? They made one with Josh Brolin, the guy that plays Thanos. But it's an American version. But watch the Korean version, bro. Their storytelling, the way it's filmed. First of all,
subtitles.
Yeah. But the acting is so good by everybody in the movie. But the main character does an amazing job. It's this guy. It's the ultimate revenge story, but it has plot twists that you'll never see coming. You'll be like, what? And that only happens in those kind of films. And the way it's filmed is like gritty. But every scene is cool. Every scene is just filmed really well. Keeps you entertained right off the bat. It looks like it wasn't even high production. It was just like, but it's so good. It's so good. It gave me like, what is it called? Pulp Fiction vibes. I don't know if you ever seen that one. but it gave me Pulp Fiction vibes. But it has like such a twist to it. It's just really, really good. So I was thinking to myself, like, what makes Japanese storytelling and Korean storytelling like so good? And you wonder that if it's the language, you know, because that's what it is. It's storytelling, but you see it through a screen. But you think differently in English than you do in Spanish if you really think about it, right? Like the way you talk and stuff, like you're not the same person. Like I was telling Paul, like if I was Japanese, I'd be so much cooler because I'd be like, dude, you know, like I'd be talking way different. I was like, I would sound good, but you know, speaking this way, you're just like, oh, whatever. You know what I mean? But does language have anything to do with storytelling? And if it does, is that why it transcends onto the screen and people are more captivated by like Korean films? And
I feel like it does for sure.
You know what I mean?
Because like how Shrek is funny as fuck in Spanish.
Yeah.
Even though it's funny in English, but in Spanish.
But in Spanish, it was just it's unmatched, dude. It's so good. It's so good. I tried to watch other stuff. You know what I was watching in Spanish? That was just it took so much away. I don't know if you've seen the TMNT movie, the new Ninja Turtle.
I haven't seen the new one
by Seth Rogen.
In Spanish?
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess.
But they gave him the little New York accent with no and shit.
Yeah, like so in English, Ice Cube does the voice and he does a great fucking job of it. You know, that shit is sick, and he gives so much authority to the Fly. But when you hear it in Spanish, you're like, oh, this goofy guy. It's not really like it's way different character.
Yeah.
It's a way different character. That's why if you do watch Old Boy, watch it in Korean, bro. It's a trip. I don't know if you'll like it so much. I don't know if it's too much. I know you will at least like watch it to completion and be like, what the fuck? But try it, man. You and Vic, like, watch it and tell me what you think.
Just send all that lists on the fucking group channel.
Yeah, bro. That you're gonna be like, what the fuck? And you're gonna want to watch more shit like that. But everything is just done with a purpose, and just follow the story, and then you'll be like, damn, you know. But that concludes today's episode of the Anime Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell us things that you would like to talk about. You would want us to talk about. Movies that you've watched, old gen, new gen, hentai, you name it.
Old gen, gotta give us a list of that because I was drawing a blank on that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of good old gen, so let us know which ones you would want. I mean, there's probably movies I've never heard of, and I write them down and then I forget to look at them. But there's a bunch that I see at least some kind of animation. There's one about a boy running on top of a roof, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, when did this come out? And it came out like a long ass time ago. But the animation is so sick that I'm like, this came out last year, you know. So like, comment, subscribe, follow us on TikTok and Instagram. Until next time, peace.